Hi guys, it's Omar Khalil. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant, and today we're talking about the latest draw that took place on the 15th of March 2023. And this was the biggest draw in the recent times. As we can see, the lowest cutoff score was 490 points, and 7,000 invitations were sent out. Okay, so we'll talk about how we can maintain our CR score up to that level where we can attract the attention of Canadian government and we end up getting our invitation to apply. And finally, we can secure our PR. So the CR score, it's basically based on a few fundamental factors. Okay, it's your age, qualification, your work experience, and your English proficiency, depending on what is the result you get in your IELTS exam. Okay, so if your age is somewhere about 25 to 35, you're able to rack up a work experience of more than 3 years, 5 years, or more than 5 years, and your actual English proficiency is excellent. You're able to secure 7.5 at least each band. Now at the federal level, you can get a healthy CR score while sitting in different parts of the world, and you can attract the attention of Canadian government, and you can finally get your ITAs. So ideally, this will give you roughly a CR score of somewhere around 380 to 450 points. Now, keep in mind, as soon as the express entry began after COVID, the first draw that took place, the CR score was at 559 points. And now it's dropped down to 490 points, 490. So that's for your federal express entry profile. In order to get a healthy CR score, make sure that you are in the right age bracket. Your work experience is more than minimum, it's more than 3 years, and your English proficiency is excellent. You can secure IELTS of 7.5 each band or more. Okay, so as soon as your express entry profile is activated, you become part of a pool of candidates. And now keep in mind, you still have a chance to increase your CR score by as long as 600 points. Yeah, I know it sounds too good to be true, but that is the case if you get a nomination from a certain province. So first of all, I'm going to talk about those provinces which applies to foreign nationals who are sitting outside of Canada. Okay, so there are certain immigration streams that are only applied to foreign nationals who are sitting in Canada. But I'm going to talk about immigration streams which apply to foreign nationals sitting outside Canada. So number one, we'll begin with the province of Ontario. Okay. Now the theme is that you have already created your express entry profile at the federal level. Your CR score is somewhere around 350 to 400 points. And if we talk about Ontario, then your CR score should be more than 400 points in order for you to get a nomination from that province. Okay, so if your profession is IT related, okay, or computer science, and your occupation is in demand in Ontario, and I'm just gonna give a link. I've given a link in the description below, and I'll share this on the screen here too. So if your occupation is within these occupations listed here, and you can open up the link and see those eligible occupations if you are a software engineer or you are a graphic designers and other related occupations, and you can get a good IELTS score, you have a healthy chance of getting nominated from the province of Ontario, of course. And if you get a nomination from Ontario, that means you will get additional 600 points. So that's in addition to your 400 points which you have submitted in your express entry profile. So once you get additional 600 points, you can update your express entry profile, and now you're sitting at 1,000 points. So you've got a very high chance of getting selected from the pool of candidates because you are almost beating everyone in the pool and you're defeating everyone in the competition. Okay, so again, keep in mind, first of all, you need to activate the Express Entry profile. And if your profession is IT related, then this applies to you. The province of Ontario only applies to you if your occupation is in demand and your profession is IT related, computer science, and related field. Okay, now we'll talk about the province of Alberta. Now, Alberta, the government of Alberta, they recommend you to apply to their Express Entry system if you can maintain a CR score of minimum 300 points. Okay, but we have already assumed our CR score to be 350 to 400 points. So you are way above the borderline which Alberta have recommended. Okay, so just open up the link which I've shared in the description, and if you can see your occupation, it's in demand. So that's their website, okay? These are the in-demand occupations in the province of Alberta. You have a look here: registered nurses, transport truck drivers, retail sales supervisors. So you keep scrolling down and see where you find yourself at. And the moment you see your occupation listed in these high demand occupations, that's the time you need to think about Alberta. And if you get nominated from Alberta, that's your additional 600 points to your current 400 CR score. Okay. And if you get a nomination from that province based on your occupation, then again you will get additional 600 points, and that's added to your current 400 points, and you can update your Express Entry profile at the federal level and finally get invitation from the next draws that you get. But keep in mind, Alberta requires you to have a connection. So connection can mean something. You need to have immediate siblings or close relatives. Okay, you can go to the link below and see details for the connection. Without the connection, you cannot apply for Alberta's Express Entry system. Now we'll talk about the province of Manitoba. Again, I've shared the link in the description below. Open up the link and see if your occupation is in demand in Manitoba. That's it. You can get nominated from the province of Manitoba. And as soon as you get a nomination, that's an additional 600 points to the current 400 points. Update your Express Entry file, your Express Entry profile, and you'll get an invitation. It's a high chance that you'll get an invitation at the federal level within the next few months as soon as the draws take place. So we have spoken about Ontario, we have spoken about Alberta and Manitoba, and I will talk about Saskatchewan. That's an ideal province because they have a large list of eligible occupations. And again, I've shared the link in the description. Please open the link and scroll down to all of those occupations. And if you can highlight your occupation in the list, then you have a high chance of getting nominated from the province of Saskatchewan. And it's the same theme that applied before. You've already created your Express Entry profile. Okay, your CR score is sitting at 350 to 400 points. You get a nomination from Saskatchewan, and that's an additional 600 points. Now, it's either you can update your Express Entry profile at federal level and get your total points will be to 1,000 mark, or you can still choose to go to Alberta Saskatchewan, since that province has nominated you. Okay, that's your choice. So that's pretty much about Canada's Express Entry system at the federal level, how you can maintain a CR score of more than 400 points, and how you can, implement on these tips, and finally get your CR score to even 1,000 points. Okay, so if you need any further help, you can book an appointment at the given link below. And keep in mind, I haven't spoken about other provinces. And the reason is all other provinces, they require you to have a valid job offer from a Canadian employer. So if you're able to secure a valid job offer, yes, then you can apply to those provinces. But most of the foreign nationals that are sitting outside Canada in different parts of the world, they do not have a valid job offer. So based on these fundamental factors, first of all, you need to, find out which province has your occupation that is in demand. Okay. And yeah, book an appointment at the given link here. We'll have a detailed session, one-on-one session with you guys, and we'll give you all the information you need to decide for yourself as to which province is better for you based on your personal information. We'll give you our final recommendation, and then again, that's at your discretion to decide which province you need to opt for. All right, so yeah, that's it for now. We'll come back with more updates, and keep in mind, this channel is all about Canadian immigration. As I mentioned before, I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant, licensed Canadian immigration consultant, and we have the authority by the Canadian federal departments to give immigration advice to clients from all over the world. If you cannot come and see us in person, you can book an appointment online, and we'll have a meeting online, either or Zoom or through a relevant platform, and finally discuss these options and give you a final recommendation. So that's it for today. We'll come back with more updates. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.